Mon Dieu! Messieurs! Qu'est-ce que vous do there?
Chop the cabbage!
But that is not a knife for the cabbage. That is a weapon.
Sacre bleu, magnifique! Raz, hi there.
Bonjour, messieurs.
Oh, bonjour to you, monsieur. But what have we got today?
Well, before saying anything else, I have to say Vive le roi or Vive l'empereur, and you'll see exactly why. We thought it is time to bring back a couple of items from the days when France was undecided. They didn't know if they want to be a monarchy or a republic or an empire. What we have here today are two swords called Briquet that have a lifespan synonymous with the 19th century France. Before anything else, we will have to go back to our origins. Yes, back to the ancient world, as these two swords are a neoclassical style example of a Gladius, or in my opinion, a Xiphos. The Gladius was one Latin word used for sword, and it is used to represent the primary sword of the ancient Roman foot soldiers. The Xiphos, it's a double-edged, one-handed Iron Age straight sword which was used by the ancient Greeks. And even if most researchers prefer to compare the French models 1816 and 1831 Briquet swords with the later Roman Gladius, I strongly believe that they resemble more with the Greek Xiphos. As the 18th and 19th centuries were enveloped in this neoclassical movement, it seemed like a good idea to restore some of the classical military technology as well. Our story starts a year after King Louis XVIII accedes to the throne of France. In 1816, a short artillery sword is introduced into the French service by this king. Its role was to offer close quarter protection to the artillerymen in case they were attacked by cavalry or infantry. The difference between this pattern and the later 1831 is quite insignificant. The newer model had a ringed grip rather than the fish scale pattern seen on the earlier one, the 1816. Introduced by 1831 during the reign of Louis Philippe I, which was by chance the last king of France as well, this pattern survived the 1848 revolution and continued to serve as a self-defense weapon throughout Napoleon's III reign. First, as the first president of France, which he was between 1848 and 1852, and second, as the last emperor of France between 1852 and 1870. This sword has seen service during the colonial conquest of Algeria in 1830, the Crimean War in 1853-56, during Napoleon III Italian campaign in 1859, and the Mexican expeditions in 1860. Plus, some of them were still in service during the Franco-Prussian War in 1870-71, when France finally became a republic forever. This French model 1831 was known colloquially by the troops as the coupe-chop, meaning cabbage chopper. It was not a popular weapon, being heavy and unwieldy, and it tended to be used more as a field tool rather than a weapon, as the nickname suggests. The first of our examples here is an earlier piece stamped Jeanne on the blade. The second one is a later make marked with letter N in a circle and with the issue number 1777 on his crossguard. The stamp Talbot FS 1832 Paris, coming from the Talbot brothers, which were the manufacturers, and also a pair of inspector's marks are revealed on the reverse. This last example I mentioned comes with its black leather scabbard and the brass elements, which are quite well preserved, as you can see in the images. There are many other things that can be said or learned about these weapons, and that is why we actually encourage you to do your own research and go online and see what you can find about this. But you can also find more information and pictures on our website.
Thank you, Raz.
that was very interesting. I found that quite interesting. It was a bit of French history there associated with these swords. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as interact with us on our other social media. I have now got to go and chop some cabbage. There's a little bonus of having these things in stock. So thank you. See you next time.